Aloha. Welcome into the stream. I'm Dr. Iron Chef, and already Sharky is not working. that figures. But glad you're here. We're testing out my old computer, which is the one that we usually use. Well, we used to use and usually use at home for stuff. But the good computer is actually downstairs in the Aloha studio. And so we're trying to get this up and running and see if everything can work again. So let's figure out what happened to Sharky, because it seems like he crashed, which is not good, because I don't remember turning him off. So we'll get him started up again and see how everything's going. But glad you're here. Again, we're testing out equipment. Oh, there's Sharky. He needs a hat, but we won't worry about that right now. All right, so a couple of things. It looks like my bit rate is struggling a little bit, so I'm going to turn that down, because normally we can push downstairs. We can push up to 5,000, but we're struggling at 2,500 right now. So we'll get that started, and then we'll do some grinding, because we have to do that as well, and hopefully nothing crashes. How do I do this? I forget how to. And one of my monitors, well, first of all, I only have 2 monitors running, but one of them keeps on cutting out every so many seconds. Like, I think it runs for a good 10 seconds and then cuts out for a little bit. So that's where my OBS is, and that's where we're going to have to edit some stuff, if I can get it to work. But yeah, thanks for being here to help me test this out. It actually is going to be quite enjoyable if we can get this up and running. Okay, here's our settings. My stream, where's the output? Okay, so we're going to change this to, let's change this to 3,500. See if that does anything. I should make sure that I'm actually pushing 1080p too, because again, this is a whole new setup. So basically what I did was, the computer is 7 years old. I used it for work. I used it for home. I've used it pretty much, for the last 7 years. And then we moved it downstairs for the Aloha studio back when we started in August. And that was fine, at the beginning. And then maybe like a month or so in, we're noticing that Twitch or YouTube would cut out like 5 minutes into the stream for maybe anywhere from 20 to 30 seconds. And then the Thanksgiving stream that I kind of dropped in on DJ's, my entire setup almost froze when we were doing the stream together. And it was like maxing out at 100% CPU. So what we have chosen to do was retire it and then put my good computer downstairs for the studio. And it's working great, but my back hurts in that chair, and so I have the nice recliner upstairs, and my back doesn't hurt, and we can stream for hours up here. You might have noticed that the streams have been shorter, just because I can barely walk afterwards because my back hurts a lot. And it doesn't go away. So we just made the decision to try and get this up and running tonight. We'll do some testing on the equipment, try to max it out as much as possible without crashing, and do some STOC at the same time. So let me check my, what I should have done was restarted it, but that's okay. But if I look at my task manager, we are at 100% on the CPU. When we open it up, we're down back to 73%, which is great. If we can stick to something around there, I'd be very happy. Especially because we are multi-streaming, which I hope we're multi-streaming. I can tell on the YouTube side, I'm not sure about the Twitch side. Hi, Dave. Good to see you. Good to see you. Welcome into the stream. Is it kind of working on Twitch? We're just, again, testing out the new equipment. So it has been a while. And I was kind of explaining because I have not been able to stream for long periods of time downstairs in the regular office chair. But we busted out the old computer and reinstalled the operating system. So we have Windows 11 Home running here. When we first got the computer, it was Windows 10. We did the upgrade. Something got lost in the translation to the new system. So it never really ran as well. So doing a clean install, I think actually really helped. So because we're not maxing out the CPU, we did take out some of the bloatware that came with it. So that could be it as well. But I'm monitoring it right now and we seem to be okay. I'm going to push the bit rate just a little bit higher. We'll go up to 4,000 and see if that does anything. I don't want to max it out, but 4,000 might be okay. Because it is giving me a red signal. Okay, so we'll see how that goes. I might have to slow down the encoder. Oh, you've been out of the game for 5 months. Well, I'm glad you're back. It's exciting times. I really think it's exciting times in the game. Lots to do, lots of grinding, of course. Okay, I'm gonna set it here at 4,000. I'll apply it. I changed the encoder a little bit, but no, good to see you. We have been streaming more towards the earlier part of the day. So our faithful friends from the very beginning are usually on later, and that's where we're having a little disconnect. So we're trying to get back to our roots, I guess you could say. And we're on ads on the YouTube side. Is that how it works? I have no idea. They're skippable at least. But how have you been otherwise? Daddy Dave, you were doing a wave and up 68 with the latest hull. The garbage scout, the GS, yeah. Yeah, that's actually one of the better ships that have come out. So if you can acquire that ship, it came out last month? I forget. It just came out recently, but that is a really good ship to get. For sure. Okay. I don't know what's going on with the bit rate. It looks okay. If the quality goes down, let me know. But I am pushing 4,000 kilobits per second, which is pretty awesome. I am still at 70. Let me just double check. It's going up to 80. 76, 77. So it is taking up a little bit more CPU. Memory's good. It's at 57%. Disk is at 33, and network is at 1%. That's crazy. Why is the network only at 1%? some personal issues. Thank you. That's very nice of you to say. I'm going to turn off Twitch. Twitch is making a lot of noise. No, I hope things are better, and you have more time for yourself. That's important. But yeah, it's hard when there's personal things going on. Very difficult. But like I said, truly glad to see you. It's very nice of you to stop by. All right, so my Twitch is saying the keyframe interval is too high. Oh, okay. Let's figure that out. So I'm logging into the Twitch inspector, what it's called. And it says OBS output module, unstable events. Well, at least the unstable events, it's showing red, but it's not dropping anything. But the key frame rate is too high. What is it supposed to be at? Help guide, check out the help guide broadcast guidelines. I mean, it's saying it's stable, but it says it's incompatible. Audio video configuration issues detected. Address the following to optimize your experience. The current keyframe interval for the broadcast is greater than 4 seconds. Okay, I think it's supposed to be at 2. Okay, but it's running. It's stable for the last 15 minutes. Oh, we are at 1280/70. Okay, so that's not what we wanted. But we will fix it next time. Okay, so we wanted 1080p. And I don't think I can switch it on the fly, so shucks, I should have double checked that. I thought everything was okay, but obviously it's not. Sorry, I'm just talking to myself like this is like exciting, which is not. It's 2 a.m. your time. It is 8:07. Okay, so I'm guessing that's okay. Yeah, I can't change it. So I'm not going to worry about it for this stream, but we'll switch it back to 1920, 1080p. Okay. Shucks, I didn't even think that would have switched out. But that makes a lot more sense. Keyframe rate. Where can I find the keyframe rate? Settings. This monitor is just killing me. It is like in and out, in and out. And that's where I'm going to move it to the main screen, my OBS for a second, because I can't do anything when the monitor goes black. Okay, settings, output. I'm guessing, no, it's not here. Video. Advanced, maybe it's advanced. Okay, video is, okay, there's no stream delay. Retry delay is 2 seconds. We're going to bump up the retries to like 100, just in case we do lose everybody. Where is the keyframe rate? Huh. Am I not looking in the right area? System tray, preview, multi-view, stream? Advanced options? My advanced options are off. All right, am I gonna have to Google this? OBS keyframe rate setting. Okay, the OBS keyframe interval or iframe interval determines how often a complete self-contained frame is sent instead of relying on differences from previous frames. Okay, but where is it in the settings? Go to settings, select output. Okay, I'm in the output tab, advanced mode. Oh, okay, I'm in simple mode, which is not going to let me switch out. Okay, I'm going to have to do this afterwards, but whatever's. it's kind of working. Okay, we'll put OBS back on this monitor that's blinking on and off. We'll get back to the game. Not that we haven't, not that we've done anything in the game yet, but. Hi, Oriana. Welcome in the stream. Thank you very much. And Mai-san, thank you for coming in as well. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out how everything works with the reinstall of OBS and the operating system. But good to see you. And thanks you for being here. I do apologize. We're just testing out stuff to make sure it works. It's 8:10 in Sweden. So it's exactly like halfway around the world. That's just amazing. I always, whenever people from like our European friends, we just adore our European friends. I think I'm just going to have to stream later at night again because I miss you guys. Lube was saying that he doesn't see me anymore because when he wakes up, I'm not around. So I guess I'm gonna have to stream a little bit. Let's see what we gotta do. I did a few things. No, I wish I did. You know, there was another option, was to buy another computer, but you know, with inflation and everything else, we went to go buy dog food. And it's a big bag of dog food. It's like one of those bigger size dog food bags. And it was like, and I'm not sure, maybe it's just me. It was like $96 for a bag of dog food. And I was like, this is not what I used to pay for this. Although I will tell you that I started looking at tuition prices for my son, who's going to graduate in 2 years, at the same university I went to, which is the University of Hawaii. And it was like $12,000 a year. And I just went, wait, when I went to school, I paid like $1,060. Not even like $1,600, $1,060 per year. So, and that was everything. That was like fees and whatnot. So it has changed a lot. I wasn't, you know, I'm holding out hope that he'll continue his straight A's, which we're very proud of him because he's a struggling learner for many years. I think I mentioned this. He didn't read until he was like 4th grade, and that was only because I took him to my friend, who was another school principal, but school principal of one of the best schools for dyslexia in the state, or really in the nation. And she worked with him in 5 one-hour sessions. Maybe it was half an hour. I don't know. magic. I mean, he was reading in like 4 weeks. So, but the hope is that he can get some kind of scholarship. He's, we're very proud he's getting straight A's, and he's very proud he's getting straight A's. But he struggled for many, many years with, not being able to read, anxious about school, and he turned out to be a good kid, which he was always a good kid. The behavior part was always very, very good. Just anxiety. So, oh, here he comes. Hi, brother. I'm streaming. Okay. Are you still playing Fortnite? No. Okay. So today was his last day of school in person. Well, he has one more day. He goes to a school that is hybrid. So he's in school for a few days and then does virtual for a few days. So today was his last day in person. And then he has his, I'm not sure what they call it. We used to call it presentations of learning. Student-led conferences. I think it's student-led conferences. So he gets to explain what he learned for the entire year next week, Wednesday. Okay, this one is Gorn Grapple. Okay, so we got to do Gorn. No officers, right? Yeah, just Gorn. Okay, let's do that. Yeah, they grow up quick. Hi, Pinky. So yeah, so I'm upstairs again, which means that this is not Grand Central Station, but very close. Because both of the bedrooms are on either side of where I am. So they'll come out of the room and they'll be right here. So, oh, must be Android and other devices which snap left constantly. No, I had that issue last night. I couldn't see my events at all on my iPhone, on my PC, which I'm on my PC right now. Same PC that I was on, and it would exactly do what you said, snap to the left. I almost wished I was streaming yesterday to show it. But I was so frustrated that I'm not sure if I missed any events because I couldn't figure out what events there were. So are you having the issue, Divine Divinity? Because yeah, I had the issue yesterday. I probably missed this one. Yeah. I might have done this one. Yeah, I did this one because I did that early before the issues came up. Yours wasn't. So what is going on with that? Have you heard anything? Oh, I did do this one. I must have. Oh, I know. I was doing the armadas. Yeah, I'm so sorry. I haven't. This is the first time I really, I'm paying attention to anything. So, and I didn't do anything. I just basically restarted the computer. I didn't restart the iPhone, but it started working again this morning. But it wasn't working last night. Any tab in events is the same, including event store. Oh, that's crazy. Okay, I didn't have that issue. So the best I can say is restart the phone. I was going to look up what the issue was last night, and I fell asleep. So I don't have an answer. I apologize. Was there anything on the? You tried that? Okay. I'm not sure what I did. I wonder if there's anything on Discord. Let me snooze this ad real quick. I didn't see anything in the CC Discord. There's so many Discords to check now. Let me look in the secret Discord. No, nothing here. Let me check the chats. Oh. Work around, let's click furthest left, back, repeat to see, believe, re-enter happens again. I guess so, yeah. I think it actually has something to do with the Alliance tournament. Because I haven't done mine yet, but I did mine yesterday. And then after I did them, I had the issue. Yeah, so it seems like it's still an issue. People are saying try to restart, but they'll let us know if they get a fix to it. Shucks. That's the best news I got from 4 hours ago. So yeah, so it seems like the only thing that helps, which is not a fix, is restarting the game. If that works, which I know it doesn't work all the time. But I'm guessing it is, well, it's my theory is that it's the Alliance tournaments, because when those things reset, they shake just like the snapping happens. So it's working. So it is a 7-year-old PC with what graphic card? I think it's a 1660 Ti, which of course we now have like the 5060 Ti's. Well, do we have Ti's? Well, we have the 5090s. So this is a 16, like a 1.6, not a 5.6. Or I'm not sure what it's one something. So we are 5 generations behind. But it's working. Reinstalled the operating system, which I think was the biggest help. Got rid of all the bloatware, got rid of whatever broken things happened when it was upgraded from Windows 10 to Windows 11. And all I needed was something that was stable. I'll go back and watch the beginning because this was the same PC that was dropping, was basically cutting out both the YouTube and the Twitch side, but it's not doing that now. So yeah, but yeah, I mean, whatever the 1660, I think it's a 1660. Doesn't sound right, but is it a 1060? Yeah. Okay, now I'm curious. I gotta look it up. System information. Let's go to hardware. We are going to look at the display components. It is a 1660 Ti with 1 gigabit of RAM. So, but I guess this has shared RAM, so it's not that big of a deal. And I think I have 32 gigabytes of RAM. I'm guessing memory is, where's the memory? I thought I had 32. So, yeah, Pinky would know. This was her computer for a while. I took it back. I'd given it to her, installed some stuff, and then I said, nope, we need it for the podcast. We're going to take it back. I'm going to give you the 8-year-old computer, not the 7-year-old computer. So she has that. I need to do a fresh install on that one too. Same issue. Went from Windows 10 to Windows 11. I just don't think it took it very well. So a clean install is probably the best thing. I mean, she barely uses it anyway, and it's because it's super slow. But I think if we do a fresh install, it will actually be acceptable for her to use. Although now that I think about it, I am out of monitors. so that might be another thing we got to purchase. So we did, why are we in ads? I'm sorry. So we did give Dr. Mom 2 more monitors, or 1 more monitor. So she has 2. I am using a 65-inch TV for my main monitor, which is absolutely amazing. I should show it to you guys, what it looks like. And then I have a secondary monitor. This monitor, okay, how old is this monitor? It's a Samsung that I used when I worked at my old place, which is, again, blinking on and off and going black, black screen of death for like a couple seconds. Boy, how old is this monitor? I think I purchased it off of Amazon. I think. Or no. You know where I purchased these monitors at? You'll never guess. You'll never guess where I purchased this. Or you can take a guess. If anyone wants to take a guess where I purchased these monitors, I believe I know where I purchased the monitors from. But they are very old monitors. So it wasn't Amazon, because I don't think, well, we were using Amazon at the time. I think I purchased these. I'm pretty sure I purchased these monitors. 2 monitors, very reasonable price. It was like $200 or so. There might still be a sale sticker. I bought these from Circuit City. Circuit City. When did Circuit City close? I have no idea. Circuit. Oh, there's my Ring doorbell. Sorry. Was there Circuit City in Europe for our European friends? They closed. Yeah, I'm pretty sure They closed in 2008. Yeah, Radio Shack. Radio Shack. So they closed in 2008. I'm pretty sure I purchased them there. Maybe a Kirk Circuit Village? Broken Wolf? Possible. Okay, so before we joke about the whatchamacallit, Best Buy and Echo Game Mugged, but no, it's fine. It's actually hilarious. But it was, I don't know, it was kind of like the computer, like it was Radio Shack on steroids. And it was around for like, must have been over 50 years. We had one, and it was this huge building, which all kinds of electronics and whatnot. And of course, like anything else, they just didn't, they weren't able to keep up with the online explosion of the internet and sales and whatnot. So I think they did a circuitcity.com after the fact, but that wasn't successful as well. So they closed. But I am pretty sure that I purchased these two monitors, which I'm only using one. So I'm thinking I burnt out one of the power supplies this afternoon because it was working, and then all of a sudden it was not working, and whatever I did, it wouldn't work. But then I had two monitors, so I have two power supplies, right? So I'm using only one. I plugged in this one, Viola, it works. But now, of course, it is just like back and forth, on and off. So it might be time to retire all these things. Circuit City fire all the experienced employees and replace with high schooler newbies. I believe that, Mountain Druid. I believe it. Did you let the magic smoke out? Yes. And puff the magic dragon too. Had to let him go. He was too ornery. No. I can see that. Try to cut costs, right? You hire younger people. That's a strategy that a lot of companies take. Offer some kind of buyout and try to save money that way. You saw that in your random surfing? Absolutely. I think they were trying to keep the company alive, so they took whatever measures they thought was going to allow them to do it. So, but I used to love going to Circuit City. Just to look around. I bought like a 100 disc CD changer from there that was on clearance for like $400, I think. Bought a lot of computer stuff from there. I'm pretty sure I bought at least 2 computers from Circuit City. Hence the monitors. And there's another Samsung monitor I bought from there as well, which we still have. So these are 27 inches. That one was a 24-inch Samsung. So I might have to resort to using that. But that monitor might be older than these two. That was a big thing back in like the 2000s to have like 27-inch monitors. That was the thing. And these were like the cheapest ones. So, and they still were like $200. Why change stuff if it still works? Yeah, well, I am Dr. Mom says I am a hoarder. Which I like to say the reason why that is so is because my grandparents had to live through World War II. And my my parents were like, they were babies. They were babies when they were World War II. So hoarding just as a thing, which got passed down through generations, I guess. So yeah. So which I don't. Okay. This makes, actually, now that I'm thinking through it, this makes a little bit more sense. So my grandparents were still in Hawaii. They were working, running a restaurant, but Doctor's mom's parents were interned in the concentration camps. Because of course, if you know, we're Japanese, right? So they actually didn't have to live with the I don't know, the scarcity of food, but they had to live and deal with being imprisoned in concentration camps. So I wonder if that's why it's a little different in the families. But my grandfather, up until like he died, those styrofoam trays that you get like meat or like fish on. They used to, like my grandparents, which they actually did pretty well, because they invested in real estate. So it wasn't like they were like having to, live paycheck to paycheck. He worked as a carpenter. They ran a restaurant. He used to wake up at 4:00 in the morning, make sushi, and then go off to work to carpenter, come back and help with the restaurant in the evening. My mom and my grandma used to run it. After school, my mom and then my grandmother run it the whole time. And they invested in real estate. So they did have some properties and whatnot. So when they retired, they were okay. It wasn't like they had to struggle a lot. But they still used to, like, dinner time, they used to eat off of like the trays, the styrofoam trays of meat. And then after they're done, they would wash that and use it again. Because you don't throw away stuff that you can use in that regards. But in the cabinets, there's all these dishes and china and everything else that were very nice, silverware that we used to have to polish, that was never used except for like very, very rare occasions. Because I think it just was the scarcity that they had to deal with. I mean, they grew up on plantations, sugarcane plantations. So I think that also had something to do with it. So it was hard getting stuff from mainland, but special occasions. Yeah. I think that's why we I know we joke a little bit about spam. A lot of people do, but spam is like the number one like staple food, canned food in the islands, just because that was available during the war. So we eat a lot of spam. Very expensive now, but I think that's partly due to having that as a ration during World War II as well. So, but corned beef in EU, I can see that. So yeah. So Dr. Mom's grandfather was in the U.S. Army in Europe. So he served there. I think like an uncle. They were serving the United States in the United States military during World War II. Wasn't my grandfather. My grandfather was a little bit older, but like the brother-in-law was because he had sisters. So the brother-in-law served in Europe as well. For the, I think it was must have been for the army. Must have been for the army. So, which is juxtaposed with Dr. Mom's family being in the internment camps. So, all history, family history, a little bit. But come to think of it, she had, so I think her grandparents were interned, but then some of the uncles were serving in the U.S. Army. So Army, Navy, Air Force were all there. Yeah. No, for sure. My dad was in the Air Force. He was in the Korean. He served during the Korean War for the U.S. Air Force. So, okay, so we need to do Gorn. So let's go and hunt some Gorn. The officers from yesterday. What shall we run? We can just do. We can do. I guess we can do Luke crew. Let's see. Yeah, the computer is running a lot better. There used to be like mouse lag moving across the screen, but there's barely anything now. There's a little bit because it's a big screen. I mean, it's a 65-inch screen. It takes a little bit of effort to get it from one point to another. Plus, I have a cut on my index finger. So it's a little bit tricky with the mouse buttons. Okay, so we'll send it up there. Yeah, I haven't adjusted the mouse sensitivity, so I got to do that as well. So there's a lot of settings that I'm just going to have to adjust. I don't have the community mod or Rippers mod, as we still call it. So I can only zoom out so much. Okay, so there's the Gorn event. What other events do we have to deal with? We need to do the hostile hunt, which will probably take care of it. Zindi challenge. Ew. Okay, so we're going to have to do Archer, Tucker, and E-Data. Okay. And then PICU, Harry Kim, and Rutherford. Okay. This is going to be a grind because the only one that's maxed is Data. And that is only 10 points. Oh, Harry Kim's not maxed. And Rutherford's not maxed. Okay. It's going to be a lot of grinding. Yeah. That's going to be fun. Yeah, I think the hard part is it's a little imbalanced. My solution to this, which is extra coding and extra work, so I don't think they're going to implement it. But my solution would be for every tier, you get a certain amount of points, not this maxed and, and then just 1 point for anything else. If it was possible to give or even tier 3, if you have a tier 3, give half the points. Yeah. That would help out with balancing everything, because there's still going to be people that they just unlock the officer or they don't have the officer. And then you're going to have those who like have the officer and grinded out some shards from wherever or got some shards from wherever. And then you have those who have maxed it out. There's a wave challenge today. Okay, let's look at that. See, I'm glad you guys are here because Scribbler was mentioning that there was a ton of events today. And I don't know where's the wave one? Oh, after resets. Okay. I have done some stuff here. I must have done some things, but oh, this one I need to do. Well, I guess this is done. Oh, it's like 2 Armada events in a row. A wave battle pass. Okay, so we're here. I'm too lazy to add up all the points, but I'm guessing it's only like 14 points. Yeah, 14. Oh, wait, no. Wait, am I reading this right? Oh, wrong one. I'm like 10 hours behind EU. Yeah, I'm way behind. Do you guys have a different event reset? You guys do, right? I just don't know when it is. There's a... Okay, where am I looking? I'm looking under this one, right? It's the other one. Evolving enemies. Oh, wait. Oh, that's not bad. Oh, I'm thinking of the Zindi one. Okay. Okay, we'll finish this off and then we'll do Zindi. Reptilians. Okay, let's snooze the ads again. No, I'm going to have to put Pinky to sleep in a second. Actually, I'm going to queue this up. I'm going to walk over to her room, which is only a few feet away, and tell her to start getting into her nighttime routine. Okay, I will be back in a sec.
Quality.
Okay, so 5 p.m. GMT. Hi, Mord, DHC. Welcome into the stream. So if it's 5 p.m. GMT, that's like 7 a.m. Hawaii Standard Time. I think that's what it is. So it's like an hour difference. Oh, you've been playing the sound bites. Thank you. Okay, are we done with this? We might be done. No, not quite. So are the sound alerts coming out? I'm guessing they are. Wait. Can someone play something? He still prefer the old 5. You can hear him, okay.
Quality.
Thank you. Okay, quality, it works. Interesting. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, so what I did was I just imported all of I miss John. I imported my old OBS settings, or the one from the other computer, and then I just imported them here, and it worked for the most part. I mean, there's like files of media files that I had to transfer as well, and that didn't really take too well. Yeah, I talked to him. Oh,
so
must be a month ago. I check in every once in a while. So I've been dying to ask him if he's gone to the Picard thing, or even Scribbler. I haven't asked Scribbler. They have the bridge of the Enterprise D from the Picard series at Universal, which he lives, and Scribbler does too. He lives like right around the area, like not even, I'm guessing not even like 15 minutes. What's he's up to? I'm not sure. He hasn't really, he's the same. I mean, his responses are the same. But he hasn't really said much about what he's been up to. I know very little about his outside life other than he wanted to be a screenwriter. And that he went to trivia night on Tuesdays at the local Dave and Buster's. That's pretty much all I know about his life. I do know where he lives, so one day I will stop by his house, just for fun. So. Okay, did we hit the... Nope. At least we got that. Oh, we did complete it. Okay, so we're done. Okay, let's crew up for the reptilians. Yeah, we we might make that happen one day. But it's just timing. We are pretty sure we know which Dave and Buster's it is. So, I mean, there's only so much in the area, so it's one of like 2 or 3, I think. And must not be too hard because you can tell which ones have trivia and everything else. But we're not stalkers or anything. It's just one of those things where like we know enough, but we also want to respect people's privacy. But if I'm in the area and I have some time, which who knows when I'm going to be in the area again. I'm usually in Anaheim, not in Hollywood. So it's possible. No, he has regulars. Like they know him and he knows them. So it has to be the same location. And I'm pretty sure I know which one it is. And I'm pretty sure Scripper has figured it out because she's a local. So I mean, the way the amount of descriptions of where he said it was, I think we kind of figured it out. But again, privacy. Don't want to just like scare him. I don't know. But he's okay. I mean, that's the main thing, right? He's okay. And who knows? One day we might meet up in Fortnite or something. I think I'm pretty sure I'm still friends with him in Fortnite. So I gotta double check that. I'll jump into his party or something. Yeah, that's the main thing. That's the main thing, that he's okay. Agreed. Yeah, I mean, when I say I miss him, I really do miss him. He became a very good friend, and I understand. The streaming and everything else is not for everybody, but he said, I mean, it's John. So, but I think this was one of the most. We'll mention it after that break. We'll cut through that break first. He would joke around a lot, and he would say stuff, and it was all a stick. It wasn't him. And I think that's one of the reasons why we added Scribbler, was to basically, not keep John in line, but to kind of like diffuse the situation, because I was the one that was kind of challenging him on his on his character that he played when he was doing his streams. Which is fine, because that was part of the whole thing. But having Scribbler there, she really could. She's quick. She had very quick responses. I was not as quick on the fly. Okay, let's I think that's it for now. We have to do some armadas as well. Okay, I think everyone's back. yeah, so I was saying, like, John played a character and he was very good at it. It was very, um, you know, he was very entertaining. I think that's why a lot of people liked him, and he was very good at. So having, like I said, having been his like foil at times, there used to be times where we just kind of like argue back and forth. It was kind of our thing, not because I believed in it, or not maybe so much that he believed in it, but it was just like fun to take a position and argue through it. And I think that's where Warp Drive 5 kind of took off, where John would say something, I would counter it, and we go back and forth. But he's very smart. He's a very smart guy, and so there was times where I couldn't keep up. Yeah, the banter. Um, there was times where I couldn't keep up, or I felt bad because like I would destroy him. No, no, not that. But I would want to win, so I'd like research and I have stuff, and then I would just come out like gangbusters. I felt bad because I'm not looking to. Um, it was a thing that we're like debating something, but I didn't want to um, try to win all the time, or um, so there was times where we just made up stuff. This is all the behind the scenes. There was times it was like he messaged me, it's like, let's play it this way, and I go, okay, let's play it that way. But I mean, Scribbler, who did not we did not do that with Scribbler, as far as I know. She was just pure brutal honesty and could keep up with John. Then it became more like well, we don't have to make up stuff to like go with it. But I know John was like, let's play it this way. I was like, okay. But he did say one time, which kind of has stuck with me to this day. He mentioned his parents a lot, and how they were like professors at, was it MIT? So again, he comes from a very smart family, and he's like super brilliant. He's like super smart. But he said, like I was the father he wished he had. It's like, how you forget that when someone says that to you? You know, so I miss him a lot. But yeah, but we still have our team, and the team is going strong, and so it's just one of those things where it it only evolves, and we continue to improve, and we have Tibbs now, and Tibbs is awesome as well. So he's a lot older, so he couldn't be my son. All right, what am I doing? I'm refitting the ship with officers. John is always welcome. We've told him that many times. It's not Warp Drive 5 because it's 5 people. It's just Warp Drive 5. Yeah. I mean, we could go, Warp Core 4, but we said like if we ever go down to 4, it's still Warp Drive 5. Especially when there's beans. Yes, the beans. The beans. His reactions were so dramatic too. Okay. I need to make sure Pinky's sleeping. So let's screw the officers. Which I don't think she's sleeping. It doesn't sound like she's sleeping. Do I have? I don't think I have like Archer, kind of a preset crew. All right. Archer, Tucker. Oh, I had the Picard crew on there. Should have just put data. Okay, and then below deck, pick Q, if I remember correctly. You guys remember what the below decks were? I know pick Q is one. Okay, I just heard her close her door. What were the other two? Harry Kim. And if I keep on looking, I'll remember. Oh, Rutherford. Who am I replacing him with? I could use the loot. So let's go with... That's crit. Yeah, maybe we'll just take... Okay, well, we need the points. Okay, I'm going to be right back, but I'm going to send the ship up there to hit... I'm guessing we can do 60s with this crew. I need to adjust the scroll wheel too. Can I do all the... Let's see if we can... it doesn't matter, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Speaking of John, he's the one that wanted the Picard refit so he can get all these tokens for the leaderboards or whatnot that we used to have. Okay, I will be... wait. Which one's the reptiles? It's not these, right? Or am I in the right system? Okay, doesn't matter. Oh, I see. We'll just go up here. Thank you. All right. I'll be right back. I'm going to put Pinky to sleep, or just make sure she's sleeping. All right, sorry, I took a little longer than I was expecting. Oh. Have a good day, Oriana. Whew. Okay, so I ran downstairs, got some water, and my secret stash of ice cream sandwiches that I've covered in the freezer chests with the frozen chicken. So don't tell anybody. So Pinky's going to sleep. Brother's still playing this game. And Dr. Mom is working on her dissertation. She's been staying up until like 2 o'clock in the morning working on that thing. So progress. Another year. Then she can put Pinky to bed. I'm just joking. We'll take turns putting her to bed. But for the last 2.5 years, no, maybe not 2.5 years, 2 years. Wait, what year is this? Yes, 2 years. Must be 2 years. Been putting Pinky to bed. Yeah, dissertation is important. Dissertation is important. Gotta work on that. Okay, so what did I say? 14 points? 15 points? Wait, it says 41. Where am I getting the points from? Is that correct? Yeah, it's 41 points. Wait, hold on. Data is 10. Oh, 3 points. Then one of the, wait. T5 officers, but okay. Do it. We'll take a look. Is it by level? Okay. I guess it's by level. Well, there's no way to by rank. Here we go. Okay, so this is not helpful. Oh, Harry Kim is max. When did I max Harry Kim? I thought I didn't invest in him. Okay, so Harry Kim is maxed. And then Data is maxed. Here. Is Rutherford maxed? No, Rutherford's not maxed. Interesting. Okay. I didn't think Harry Kim was maxed, but that must be where a lot of the points come from. Because Archer isn't max. Oh, Trip Tucker is. Oh no, he's far away. This is one of the best hand in the cookie jar. Just the ability name. Hi, Ultravioletica. Yes. We're testing out the computer, the old computer, the 7-year-old computer. So, Ultra, you didn't. We met after. I moved everything down, and we had the Aloha, the studio, and the podcast and everything. But before, we used to do most of our streaming upstairs. in my trusty recliner. And when we moved the computer downstairs, I just couldn't stream for like hours at a time because my back would hurt in the office chair. So now that we have this, hopefully we could do a lot more streams upstairs. It seems to work. I think one of them is 20, the other 10. Yeah. And the rest is the other 11 points. I believe that. That makes a lot of sense. Okay, so not as bad as you had it, but it's okay. Yeah, getting old, not a spring chicken anymore. So having a recliner is perfect. I mean, I'm just reclining right now, and that's why Sharky is Sharky, because it's hard to recline and then stream at the same time. There are some times where I'm almost horizontal. A few times. But it goes with the persona of being laid back. My staff, one of my staff members, like this was way early on. We used to say, you're so laid back, you're almost horizontal. Because that's just how I ran the school. No stress. We'll figure it out. So with 65, you can do it off sofa bed. Yeah. I could dig that. I have seen those gaming setups where basically you fully recline and the monitors are above your head. See, that to me might be a little bit too much. But that's why I got the 65-inch screen, so I can put stuff at the top of the screen and recline, and it's not a big deal with the neck strain or anything. Actually, I should put the game up there. Now that I think about it, I can recline even more. Okay, where are we with this? I apologize. I'm going to eat my ice cream sandwich. Yes, ceiling mount. I have thought about that. I've thought about putting a. We have a. The office is kind of like a spare bedroom, but I haven't really slept in there, or anyone slept in there since Dr. Mom started her her doctorate program. But I was thinking, wouldn't it be nice to put a swing arm from the wall that could rotate so you can watch TV in bed, like not watching on the wall in bed, like just looking up at it in bed. Yeah, because that's what home offices I think are for. So again, I apologize. It's a little noisy with the wrapper for the ice cream sandwich. Okay, we're halfway there. We're halfway there. How many ads are going to be running? Did I do like... Wait, are we like 1.5 minute ads or 3 minute ads? We're in 1.5 minute ads, aren't we? Sorry, there's going to be another ad break coming up in like 30 seconds. That's Twitch for you. I better make sure my settings are right. Like it's not doing extra ads or something with this automatic ad stuff. I can see where DCamel did not want to become a affiliate with the ads. No, I did. Never seen it. Settings? It's under settings? I haven't touched this in a while. Oh, it's under monetization. It wants me to look at a tutorial. I don't want to look at the tutorial. Oh, see, it tricks you. It says, like, if you go 5 minutes, it's potential revenue increase. I guess if I lower it down below 3 minutes, then it goes to like 30%. But at 3 minutes, it's 55%. Sharing. That's a sharing. So if I put it down to like 1 minute, that means like Twitch gets 70% of the ads. Whereas if I keep it at 3 minutes, they only get 45% of the ads. I have disabled the pre-roll ads. So, okay. Wait, disable pre-roll ads when I run ads? Let's see if that works. Where's the save button? Is there a save button? There's no save button. It just automatically does this. Okay. Sorry, again, behind the scenes stuff. IT Camel, welcome into the stream. Okay, so I haven't actually tested this out, so it's perfect that you guys are here. So if I haven't mentioned this, the monitor, the second monitor, the monitor that I bought from Circuit City, that's probably like almost 20 years old, is just not working right. But I don't know if shoutouts are working as well. This is going to drive me nuts when the thing goes black. Okay, let's see if I can get this running. Okay. Shoutouts. Ultravetica is here. So let's see if those it's driving me, this monitor is driving me nuts. Okay, there it works. And then Camel's here. If you haven't followed Camel's like just a cool guy as well. Both of them are cool. So make sure you follow both Ultravetica and Camel. And the rest of the next gen, which you see up there, that's season 1, of course. And then you must be following the Warp Drive 5. Please follow my friends in the Warp Drive 5. And then season 2. And if you wouldn't mind, if you haven't already, we are multi-streaming on YouTube as well. We started to put Star Trek content on our Aloha channel because it would take super long time to go through the whole process of trying to monetize the Dr. Iron Chef channel. So we just kind of gave up and then moved everything over to Aloha Diz, which is fine. It's working. So I don't know. It's not asleep. It's just going blank and then coming back on. I'm pretty sure it's the power supply, because if the other one messed up, then this might be the monitor where the port was a little loose. That could be it too. So what I might do is I might switch out the monitors, because I did have one monitor that was the port was a little jiggly. So I had tape on the cord to keep it from moving around. It is quite possible that this is the monitor that needed the extra painter's tape on there. Yeah, it might be a loose connection. That actually might be it. Because I did switch out the monitor with the power supply that burnt out this afternoon. So both monitors did not work with that one. But I didn't think about this being the monitor with the loose port, the power port. So that's a strong possibility. Did we finish this? Not paying attention. Oh yeah, we did. Oh, we're like 11 points away. One more hit. Sometimes when it's that close, I was like, oh, I'm done. But no, I'm like 1 or 2 points away. All right, let's run some armadas. We've been running G6 armadas. I guess we can do a rare. Vindicator? I have to admit, I haven't upgraded my Vindicator that much. I'm not even sure what it takes to upgrade this thing. Yeah, I'm tier 5. Oh, do we have enough? We do. Oh, it's 4-star. I was like, do I want to spend rare? But it's 87 4-star. Okay. So, I haven't even, like, I gotta do research. I can't increase the warp range. Okay, well, is there anything, what do we pull for the Vindicator? Is it this one at the bottom? It is this one at the bottom, isn't it? Okay, I pulled it already. It's 21 hours. Okay, let's take it to tier 6. All right, so let's see if we can increase the warp range. Oh no, I gotta get this from the thing. Okay, well, at least I can acquire it, I think. Wait, I didn't want to click that. Flux below, okay. Oh, we have a whole new pool too. Nice. I'm out. Okay. Claim this one so we can upgrade. Here we go. Okay, we have enough parts for that. Okay, so let's level this up too. All right, so here's the maybe the issue. Issue number 1. Where are we going? We are going to go up all the way over here to either here or over here. And we are not even close. So it's going to take a while. It's going to take a lot of parts. But, oh well. All right, let's just... we shall do this crew. That looks good. And then we shall do... what shall we do? I think I needed a spot, so I took off... yeah, we can do this. This is okay. All right, so it's like a 7-minute warp, I think. Yeah, 7 minutes. Keep the salt. Shall we do the menus? We can do the menus. That at least the Vindicator can get out to, right? It's been such a long time since I did Dominions. Okay, let's put loot crew then. Might as well get some loot, right? Not that I've been pulling anything, but okay. Yeah, I do have plenty of directors. What should I put on the Vindicator? Should I just put the old reliable? Okay, that makes sense. Oh, I pulled the crew. I didn't want to pull the crew. The below deck crew. That's okay. We'll still get hull breach. Let's put Odo. Yeah, I don't think it really matters at this point. I'm pretty sure I can beat them. I mean, okay, it's been such a long time. I can solo it, right? Let's just put not that. What am I doing? Okay. Should I put Garrett on? For loot. And the Vindicator. Wait. It's not the Vindicator. Let's put it on the GS. That's silly. All right, here's the Vindicator. Let's put we can put this crew on. I pulled the wrong crew. Okay, wait, hold on. Let's back this up. I do want Taurus here. Yeah, I need to adjust the mouse. Okay. And
小王老板叮咚。
let's see. Where's some Helix? There we go. Okay, I think that works, right? Yeah, it's been a while.
Richard, why are you so
Set
cute?
course. But that's true. I mean, might as well use the directives that I don't use and then save the ones that I will need for later on. Okay, ice cream sandwich. Hi, Naz. Good to see you. I'm eating ice cream. Sorry. But it's good morning. Is it good morning to you? Wait, isn't that super early? Ah, I see. Oh, that's cool. How long is the drive? Is it like, I don't even know how long it will take. Like 14 hours? Well, I don't know what part of Texas you're going to. So it's a 24-hour drive. Oh my goodness. Please stay safe, Naz. That's the most important thing. Please stay safe, and hope you have a good drive. Take care of that, Dave. Sorry, ice cream. But yeah, Dave, thanks for stopping by. 15 hours left. You are stopping, right? And like sleeping, right? Is that, you're not driving like 24 hours straight? I'm sure your alliance mates are awesome. You talk about them a lot. That's cool. I dig that you have good alliance mates. Please tell them I say hi. Hope we can play some arenas together. Wait, what? Oh, Star is here? Oh, okay. Hi, Star. You're driving 24 hours straight? Thanks for joining the stream, Star. I appreciate it. Divine divinity. That's TMI. That's TMI. Yeah, as Pinky would say, that's TMI. Oh, like no damage at all. Okay. You are a trooper, man. We just don't want anything to happen to you. That's why we're concerned. Very concerned. But just make sure you're okay. Yeah. Okay, he's been stopping for this. That's TMI 2 star. But I'm sure very necessary. Sorry, when you don't eat the ice cream sandwich quick enough, it does melt in the packaging. So I'm trying to get every savory morsel out of this thing. All right. Wait, can I stream you driving? Wait, not stream you driving, but can I stream the audio of you driving? I've never gotten an official ruling on that, because technically on Twitch you're not supposed to be operating a motor vehicle, but if you're a guest on Twitch, is that allowable? That is kind of a hazy area. So it's a little unclear to me if it's meets the terms of service or not. But you can, I don't know. I think it's just dangerous. You're not supposed to be doing things dangerous on Twitch. I don't know. I'm not sure if they classify someone calling in driving as dangerous. Yeah, I'm not driving, so it would be okay, I think, right? I would think. I have seen those Twitch streams where they have like the motorcycle helmet cam. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be allowed, but I've seen them. Yeah, right. Fixed camera. They're not talking to the audience. They're driving. So I've seen people Twitch on planes. I've done that a couple of times. Not too stable, the connection. Although there might be better internet coming soon to United. So we'll see. I know Hawaiian has like super fast internet, but they don't fly all the way to Orlando anymore because Alaska Airlines acquired them. But does Alaska Airlines fly to? That's hard. Alaska Airlines might fly, but then Hawaiian has the upgraded internet. So I'm not planning to go too much longer. So, but I will join the Discord maybe, but I won't stream it. Because I'm not sure if the pee breaks are acceptable on Twitch. Okay. How many points am I scoring? Oh, is it? It's okay. It's doing it. Did I get out of it? Okay. We are. This is going to take a while. We haven't even gone through the first milestone. We're not even 10% of the way there. Okay. You'll mute and be on camera. Yeah. Yes, please stay safe, Naz. It might just be that because my cube is only charged up to 39% after a few of the armadas. It might be that the tier might be whatchamacallit, how it actually registers is a little different. Yeah, so I think it's what's it, tier 15? I can't remember. But yeah, it's 14. It was fun in arenas this past week. I was beating some of the 70s with their G6 like tier 3 ships. Oh, you're driving home from work. Yeah, you stay safe too. I mean, I understand because I do it too. When I'm in the car, I have the streams up and I listen to them. Oh, I'm in the wrong system? I'm in Altero? Right, this is the one that has the, whatchamacallit, the Terminator armadas, right? Okay. Okay, I am going to... I'm going to go up to the other ones. It's going to take a while, but I just need to do 1 or 2 armadas up there. This is going to be like... It's going to be like 50-something armadas. But good thought. I mean, if it saved me directives, it's a good thought. It's just going to take an hour. Yeah, I think that's what it is. It's just the cube is too powerful. Well, I heard someone was not streaming tonight. And I went, well, I guess this is an opportunity to go on a little bit earlier. But yes, I'm on this stream. Hi, Scribbler. We've only said good things about you for the past hour of how you would be very firm, but very thoughtful and very quick and smart, countering some of Morbid John's points, I guess. Hi, Savage Darkness. Welcome into the stream as well. But I hope you're doing better. So yes, Scribbler, we were talking about you. I think that's only fair to talk up your friends that are really good at stuff. So yeah, I think that's just a natural thing to do. Right? I mean, I think so. Don't you guys think so? Like when you have like smart friends, you talk about them because they're smart or they're talented at something. No, that's exactly what we're talking about. That we have kind of an idea, or you probably have a better idea of where he goes for trivia. we were talking about that an hour ago. That there's only so many Dave and Buster's in the area that it has to be one of those. No, Samuel's in her own class. And first of all, Samuel is like the largest STFC streamer that doesn't have an NDA. So everyone knows that. And I purposely did not mention her because all I say is that she's the number one non-NDA streamer, and it ends the whole conversation. You see, that's why I thought. Because I checked out the trivia nights and who had trivia nights in the area of the Dave and Buster's are in the area, and there isn't at one of the locations. Maybe she's so NDA'd up that she can't even tell anyone. That's a theory, Ultravelica. That is a theory. I have mentioned that, and I've been met with silence. So that is a possibility. Because if you are NDA'd up, you're not going to admit that you're NDA'd up, right? Yeah, I know Rev is no longer connected. That's he took it really well, and he was saying, well, okay, here's maybe the positive thing about it, right? He feels free now to do what he wants to do. And if he's okay with that, I guess we just support him. We just support him like we always support him, right? So yeah, Swirbler's not applying. She's mentioned that before, but I think even more so now. But yeah, I hi Keith. Are you following Scribbler around? Welcome in, Keith. Yeah, so going back to Rev, I mean, he so much respect, right? Because we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for him. I mentioned that in his stream. I mentioned that in DJ's stream. I know I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be even playing the game probably if it wasn't for him. So there's a lot that we owe to Rev, and no one shall too. I mean, I watched his videos from the very beginning. It was him and no one shall and Reverend no one shall at the beginning. That was pretty much what I watched. So, and then of course DJ came along, and a lot of respect for DJ as well. But as far as Rev goes, he's the OG. You know, I watched Tibbs. But that was it. There wasn't, like, in the beginning, there weren't a lot of people, and there wasn't a lot of information, and so you kind of needed to tune in to figure out how to play the game, and Rev was there. No one shall was there. So kudos to them, and I think no one. He mentioned it a few times, like he wasn't able because of his obligations to do what he wanted to do with the content, and that's that's something that he needed to do for himself. So we respect that as well. So Rev has plans. He'd mentioned, like, some kind of podcast with Ripper, with Alex. That's cool. So yeah, keep on supporting Rev, and no one shall. And all the content creators. I think the bottom line is we support all the content creators, no matter what. Official, non-official. They've supported us. We support them. It's a two-way street. We need good guys like Rev to give us information, DJs, no one shall. And in return, we support them because of it. So I didn't want to mention it because it's not my place to mention Rev, other than to give him his props. Yeah. Just because you have or not have an NDA, it's the same. Yeah, it's the community is just. I'm very glad to be part of the community, just a member of the community, because it's pretty awesome. I mean, I don't feel ostracized or hated or demeaned or picked on. That happens. That happens in other communities. I've been in games where they threaten you. I mean, seriously threaten you. And it's just words, but man, you don't have to do that. You don't have to be upset that I beat you in something and you want to like destroy me and tell me about it. Or play mind games, or that's not STFC. I think we are pretty good at not doing those kind of things. So, I'm just one of the cogs in the wheel, Scribbler. But that's very nice of you to say. The Godfather of not industry. Can I make a shirt? Or can you make a shirt? And put it on your stuff. Okay, so I didn't want to talk about it because there's the other side too, right? I am super excited about this new content creator program. I have no idea what it's about or what the qualifications are, or even if there's an opportunity for me to apply and get in. It seems like there's a public process to get in. But we've been waiting for this. I mean, you won't hear this on the other streams, but we have been waiting for this for such a long time. And a lot of what we've been doing, you see on the top corner of the screen, all the different content creators. The idea behind Warp Drive 5 really was to get, and going back to John, and Samuel, and Jesse, and then when we were Warp Core 4, we were trying to get to be where everyone else was. Which was to have an NDA. And the plan was Samuel was going to be the star. She didn't know at the time. She had a dream. I supported that dream. We supported that dream. We continue to support that dream. But knowing that the talent that she had as a 2-month, 3-month streamer, it was there. And the importance of having Scribbler in our group was really to ground us. Scribbler, you weren't here when we were talking about it, but really you were very instrumental in rounding out Morbid John. Who is this John person you talk about? Yes, Morbid John is our good friend. And he used to stream STFC a few years ago. But it's a team, and it was like, well, maybe myself personally, it wasn't about getting the NDA because I'm not talented. But if Samuel even had the possibility of getting the NDA, or Jesse, or at the time before Scribbler said she didn't want it, we've she's mentioned that she doesn't want to apply, and there's reasons for that. She's a very famous Star Trek writer, so there are other NDAs that I'm pretty sure she has, which she doesn't talk about. It was to get Samuel. I mean, I've been very open. It was about getting Samuel and NDA because that was our hope that one of us would be able to, and Samuel might be the person. And she worked really hard to get partner, but we also know that the NDA would be something that was a goal. Yeah, no, she is very famous. I mean, when she was telling stories about like, her sister and what she's done, it's like, that is just amazing. Like just where she is, and what a good, kind-hearted person she is as well. In a very tough business, it's pretty amazing. So, so Scribbler's pretty awesome. But yeah, this is something that was just a possibility, a dream, and it seems like it's so close. And Tibbs was, I believe, in kind of like on the cusp of it when they were talking about it. So for him, being so close before 3 years ago, and now, yes, as Scribbler says, it is kind of late for the program. I think it's a great opportunity for Tibbs as well. So I hope the two of them get it. I hope many more get it. I talked to Dr. Mom today about it, and I told her I am not even sure if they were consider me. So, but that's not the goal. The goal was to get Samuel and Tibbs. Next gen, there's a lot of talented streamers there. If they can get in, I'd be super happy, because that has always been one of the reasons why we all got together. So yeah, he was trying to get in before Eco Hire. I think it was Rooster. I think Rooster might have been in that kind of trainee category. Oh, you talked about it on stream? I gotta watch. I was wondering if he was going to say anything. That's what famous people say, is that they're not famous. I'm just going to go by your Twitter count. Just that alone. Yeah, everyone knows you're famous. And maybe it's not so much that you're famous. You're really good at what you do. Scribbler, you do quality. I like the low quality of John's voice. You do quality work. So they need an APAC CC and an EU CC. Yeah, definitely. I mean, Lube is kind of like the EU CC, right? I mean, he's one of them. Yeah. So, but yeah, they need to low key quality. I was looking at the amount of streamers besides English language streamers. You know what the next highest one is? It's German. I think it's like 17% of stream time is in German. So yeah, German. Yeah, Divine Divinity got it. So there's probably a need for more EU. I mean, there's a lot of servers in EU. They play a different style game from what we understand. So yeah, but yeah, Apex server as well. Yeah. I can't pronounce his name. Is it Kalte Kite? I have no idea. But yeah, I mean, so yeah, Warp Drive 5, next gen. I hope everyone gets in who wants to get in. I'm not sure how it's set up. I'm not sure if there's a limit that they have. You could talk about Gorn Zone. Oh, did I? Okay, I didn't even send the ships, did I? Okay, we'll wait a little bit more. Multilingual. But yeah, I just hope that they take a lot of the streamers. I think it's good for the game, and that's what the original pitch was that I reached out to Echo. I reached out to like different mods. I said, we're just here to help. And I have the messages. I mean, it wasn't like make us content creators because we want the battle passes. That's not that's not the thing. It helps. I understand that. It helps, to excite the community and bring people to the streams, but that's not the reason. We just want to help build the game. Make it better. Make it enjoyable for everybody. And make it easier for the devs too. I'm not looking to make them work harder. Maybe we can help them in ways that makes the team, their team, enjoy working with us. I don't know. They said June it's going to be released. Yeah, I don't know what the qualifications are going to be. And you guys know me. Those of you, especially like you've been around a long time. I have not said anything, hopefully, that is disparaging to the STFC team or to Scopely. Not because I don't sympathize with some of the issues that the players face. I just know it's hard to do something and to be criticized for it. And I'm not and don't take me wrong. I'm not saying that there aren't concerns and there aren't things to be fixed and there aren't things to be said about them. I've been through too much in my life where I've had to make decisions, and no matter what you do, people will have opinions about it. And maybe it's going through COVID and having to make those type of tough decisions where, people in the community had a very divergent view of how things should be approached. That I'm even more not wanting to bring out the pitchforks. I think there's a way of doing it in a collaborative style that gets the job done. And I hope, I'm pretty sure that's what Scopely wants. Is to work together, address the concerns, and make things better. So the game is supposed to last 10 years. We're approaching year 7. Maybe they underestimated their game and it will last 15. So that means we're only halfway there. And if we can make it better for the next 7, 8 years, and the content creator program will do that to make it a little bit better, hey, let's give it a try. So, Star Trek has lasted 50. Yeah. Because it's full of hope of a better future. And sorry, I wasn't prepared to talking about any of this. A lot of these conversations have been just internal, and I do apologize if I'm probably saving too much. And it puts a damper that we can't have people there who wanted to be there with Rev and No One Shall and other people. But I'm excited for those who will be able to have a chance. And I know Rev is excited about that as well. Just, he's a good guy. I've met him in person. He's a good guy. And kind of like John, I mean, he has his on-screen persona. But I've had conversations with many of the content creators. They're all very good people, you know, and they're real people, and they have lives to lead and things to deal with on the side. So we gotta support them. We gotta just support everybody. I think that's just the right thing to do. So yeah, I'm excited. We've been waiting a long time for this. I hope it I just hope it takes off and there's just positivity all around. Yeah. So yeah, that's again. I was trying to avoid it. It is a little emotional for me because we've worked so hard. Everyone's worked so hard, you know, and they do it for the community. I mean, bottom line, they do it for the community. You know, I don't think there's anyone here that hasn't made friends through this game, and that's important to have friends. You all are my friends. So these non-content creators, we are all good people. Yeah, you are good as well, Keith. Thank you for supporting Scribbler. Thank you for just being around and hanging out on my stream too. It is something that it's very fulfilling, and I'm glad all of you are around. I have to do Armadas now. Yeah, I believe in hope and that there's good in everybody. So yeah, you're good people. Okay, shall I do a rare? Stop talking and play the game. Yes. Oh, I didn't want to warp. I'm gonna transwarp. Yeah, you gotta concentrate a little bit. All right, so we're in the system. We're gonna come out here, so we'll hit this one here, and then we'll go up top. Shucks. Okay, so we're there. Yeah, I do need to adjust the mouse. It's very nice of you to say, Scribbler. Okay, so that's one. I just need to do 2. And we should be able to do that and get out Dodge. Okay, speed those up. I'm not going home. Go home. Okay. All right, so that should be it. Yeah. Wait, am I short? Oh, no, I got the first tier, didn't I? Okay. That should be the full 21. Yep. All right, Cube Thursdays. Do I even want to? I'm not gonna worry about it. There was a time where I used to stream every single night. We have worked on the YouTube channel for the past year. It is the 1-year anniversary of Aloha Diz. We might have a celebration this weekend, but sometime soon. But we focused a lot upon the YouTube channel to get it where it is, and we will probably be doing a lot more STFC content over the summer, because summer is easier. The kids aren't in school. And there's family you all want to stream. Yeah. Pinky has not mentioned streaming recently, and she just turned 13, which she would have been able to just get her own account and start streaming. So I think that phase came and went, kind of like brother. Brother went through a phase. He started streaming, and then he just stopped. So I think she hit his point was when he turned 13. Hers was before, so I think she might be past that already. So, all right, I think that's it that we gotta do. And I apologize, I got a little emotional. Again, I was trying to avoid talking about it, but I will watch Tibbs stream because I'm curious to see how he feels, because he's been waiting for this longer than I have. Oh, Tilly's on. Okay. We will go and say hi to Chantilly Cake. She is playing a game. What's it? I have no idea what. Monster Hunter Wilds. But thanks all for being here. I do appreciate you guys. Thanks for listening to my ramblings. We will be on maybe tomorrow night after Scribbler if she goes on, right? And then we've been like streaming through the weekend, so there'll be multiple streams over the next couple days. But yeah, let's right into Tilly. We'll say hi to her, and then I gotta get some sleep. I've been exhausted, but hope you have a good weekend. If we don't catch you, Naz, drive safely. Want to make sure you're okay. Maybe I'll check in just to make sure you're there in Texas, okay. And make sure you follow. We haven't done a shout out to Scribbler. Let's do real quick before we raid. We'll do a shout out for Scribbler. Wait, where's my chat? I don't have a chat, do I? Boy, I'm, again, new computer, so things are not in the places I want it to be. I think we're rating already. All right, make sure you follow Scribbler as well. All right, we'll rate into Tilly. See you real soon. Ohui ho.